Hey guys, welcome back to Dede's Mediterranean Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a dish that's truly Mediterranean called moussaka. Moussaka, the word moussaka is actually an Arabic word that means chilled or cooled. It's a very popular dish. It's made in Greece, it's made in Turkey, it's made in Lebanon, it's made all over the Mediterranean. There's a lot of variations of the dish, but today I'm going to be making a vegetarian version that's really good, really simple, really fast. Remember, if you want the written out recipe for this video, go to www.DedeMed.com. While you're there, you can also join my social network and chat with other viewers who share their comments and share their views on all kinds of recipes. Now, let's get started. Okay, what we're going to start off with are the eggplants. I have about 10 Italian eggplants that I sliced up into 3 pieces each, 3 slivers. I tossed them with a little bit of olive oil, some salt. I roasted them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes until they're nice and tender and had a little bit of brown color. I have about 4 or 5 Roma tomatoes. I like using the Roma tomatoes because they have less juice, less seeds. I have some fresh parsley. I have a serrano chili. I have some sliced up garlic. I have some sliced up onions. I have some seasoned breadcrumbs, some Romano cheese, chickpeas, tomato sauce, salt, and pepper, and we're going to put this together. Okay, I have a pan on medium-high heat. I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then in this, I'm going to put the onions and the garlic until they're nice and tender. And then I'm going to add the chickpeas or garbanzo beans. Let these go for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to add the garbanzo beans. Okay, the onions have become a little bit more translucent, and they're actually picking up some color. And you can smell the wonderful smell of the garlic and the onions. I'm going to add the chickpeas. Make sure you get them all in there. And then let this go for another 5 minutes. We let it go for another 5 minutes. Our onions and our garlic are all tender, and our garbanzo beans are cooked now. We're going to assemble the dish. So we sauteed everything. I just want to chop up this parsley, fresh parsley. Adds a lot of great flavor to the dish. Now, moussaka, some people make it with a tomato meat sauce and a bechamel sauce, which is like a white sauce. There's a lot of different variations on it. Some people like to add zucchini. The basic ingredients are the tomatoes and the eggplant. And then, you know, you can add all kinds of stuff to it. If you want, you can add peppers, you can add mushrooms, you can add zucchini. There you go. We have these chopped up. You want a nice big dish, so when you layer it, you can be able to see the nice layers. I want to put some of the breadcrumbs on the bottom, just like that. Then we're going to start layering. So you remember that I did put salt on the eggplant, so I don't want to add too much salt to the dish. Just layer the eggplant just like that. I'm going to do a couple layers, 2 layers probably, just like that. I'm going to get the tomatoes, layering the tomatoes. A little bit of the parsley, a little bit of pepper. Fresh black pepper is amazing. Put a little bit of salt, just a sprinkle, some of the chickpeas and onions. Chickpeas have protein, so if you're not going to use the meat, it's good to have the chickpeas in there. Just like that. We're going to put some of the tomato sauce on top. Just like that. This is just a 15-ounce can of just plain tomato sauce. And then we're going to do the layers again. We're gonna preheat the oven to 450 degrees, and we're gonna cook this for about 35 minutes until all the ingredients and all the flavors blend up nicely. Just fit all your eggplant in there. I love eggplant. Put our tomatoes. It's a healthy dish. And if you have friends coming over, you can prepare ahead of time because, again, the name is moussaka, so it can be served chilled. Just put that like that. I'm going to put some of our parsley. Just like that. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Put the rest of our chickpeas and onions and garlic. Move these out of the way. Oh, if you don't like Romano cheese, then you can use any kind of cheese that you like. I like using Romano cheese. You can use Parmesan. I have the breadcrumbs here. I'm going to add the cheese to it. And I like to add the serrano chilies. Now, if you don't like any spiciness or hotness, you don't have to add any. I removed the seeds because that makes it a little bit less hot and spicy. Or if you like it, you can just add more. I'm going to mix the breadcrumbs and the cheese up. Just like that. And we're going to top it. I like to layer this and then put some of the tomato sauce. Keeps the breadcrumbs moist. And then put a little bit more of the breadcrumbs on top of that. I'm going to finish this up, put it in the oven, and I'll see you when it's done. Our moussaka is done. I took it out of the oven and I let it sit for about 15 minutes before I'm going to cut into it. I want you to take a look at it and how pretty it is. The breadcrumbs got nice and toasty on top. Just like that. You want to cut it up. You know, it really doesn't keep its form. There's really no form to it. So if your pieces aren't perfect, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's like a casserole dish. I can smell the chili that's in there. Oh, if you don't like spicy food, again, you don't have to put anything spicy in here. I want to plate it up in a nice dish. It's really colorful, so if you use a white dish, I just want to show you, you can see the layers in there. See? And all the juices got absorbed by the breadcrumbs. But I want you to see this. Look at that. You can see the layers of the eggplant, the parsley. It's really, 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 really pretty. I want to grab a fork and I want to taste this. It's kind of still hot, but I want to give it a little bit of taste. I cannot wait. And you can just serve this by itself. If you want, you can make some chicken breast with it or some steak even. You are really going to like this. I promise you. It's great. It's wonderful. Give it a try. I can taste the chili, the spiciness. It's great. Try it. Email me. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want this recipe, go to my website, www.dedemed.com, and join me again.